Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Sunday, the 11th of July 2021, and it is 5:30 in late afternoon or early evening. And I thought about recording another video to update you with the situation and anyone who asking why they cannot see me on Sundays in Bournemouth Square protesting. Just to let you know, I decided to take Sunday as a day off protesting, just to give people a chance to rest their eyes from seeing me in the same spot every day in Bournemouth Square, and also to give myself a chance to basically, have a 1 day off and so on. The situation is still the same, and the authorities of the country where I was born and the British authorities are still having me under their thumbs and putting me in a fantasy world where basically I don't know what's going on. Even the court case that I have in the court, presumably, and I have a number for and all of this and so on. I don't know what's going on, so I am going to email them again to see what's going on. And just for people who don't know my goals or haven't heard me before talking about my goals, well, first of all, I would like you to know that number one priority for me to achieve from this case and this campaign is to get my financial compensations. So, yes, you're right, money is number one priority so I can rebuild and restart my life after they have destroyed it completely and after over 2 decades of my life that they basically wasted. The second thing is the publicity of this case, and what I mean, making everyone know about what happened and what the authority of the country where I was born did and what the British authorities did as well. And number three, which is very important as well, to get those who are responsible for what was done to me punished in the court of law. And as for the court, I am pursuing, justice, and I will be contacting the High Court here in the United Kingdom, or the Queen's Bench Court, in terms of what's going on and so on. And in all my emails, ICC, you know, the Ministry of Justice in Spain, and so on, and the High Court in Spain. And before anyone asks why Spain, because this is where I am going to relocate to and live, in Castellón de la Plana in Spain. The other thing that I would like to make clear, so anyone who is watching my videos asking and so on, if you're asking yourself questions like, for example, how long are you going to stay in the United Kingdom and so on, I promise you, if it's in my hand and I get my money or my compensations in one way or another, I am off this country completely up for good and into our to Castellón de la Plana even from today, if I can. This is how bad it is. The other thing as well, that if any one of you thinking and so on, or asking or wondering, let me explain to you one thing that is really important. After I was used, abused, tortured, and my human rights violated in every way, shape, and form by the British authorities, liaising with the authorities of the country where I was born, I need to cut any ties that would or could relate me to the country where I was born or here, the United Kingdom. And when I say so, I mean it. So I'm going to Castellón de la Plana, away from any kind of, authorities, even, like British authorities, the authorities of the country where I was born, and so on. And I am trying to restart my life as a free man, free from observations, surveillance, monitoring, and so on. And I promise you, this room I'm staying in temporarily in an EXO hotel in Bournemouth, they have cameras and listening devices here, and they can see everything I do, everything I say, and so on. And yeah, I'm just trying to get on and trying to forget that this is the case. But I promise you, this is unfair, because They know everything that I will be buying from outside, or everything I'm doing, how I'm thinking, blah blah blah, because they can watch everything I'm doing, which is unfair. They get advantage on me this way in terms of use and abuse and torture and planning for things outside. The other thing as well, I am going to Castellón de la Plana and I made up my mind, and nothing is going to change my mind whatsoever. Castellón de la Plana is going to be my hometown, and is going to be where I'm going to settle down and live and die, hopefully peacefully, after achieving my goals in life. The money I'm waiting for from the compensation and so on, it is really, really important so I can leave the country. And the British authorities and the authorities of the country where I was born, they are trying to put me in debts more than the debts that I owe the credit card and so on, in order to force me to stay in the United Kingdom and so on, which is not going to happen anyway, despite the fact that you need to know that they are benefiting from my stay here in the everyday passes on me here in the UK. They are benefiting from it, and gaining time, while it's time of my life and days of my life being wasted. And I promise you, every day passes on me away from Castellón and away from my compensations and restarting my life, away from the United Kingdom and anything relates to it, and away from the country where I was born and anything related to it, is just a day wasted from my life. And I need your help so I can get myself my freedom and my privacy and my compensations, so I can leave these countries completely, and it's a history in the past, and then restart my life. And the court case, the court will decide what's going to happen to them. And I am claiming £6 million. Yes, you heard me right. £6 million for the use and abuse and torture and the human rights violations that they put me subject to. And just before you jump to conclusion, I promise you, when you know in details what they did to me, and the use, abuse, torture, and the human rights violations, and when you know the years that they wasted of my life, I promise you, you will understand that £6 million is nothing. And I can claim even more and more and more. And I'm just waiting to see what's happening. The initial case, I'm claiming £6 million, and it depends on what is happening. What is further claims or other cases will be based on, and so on. So yeah, anyway guys, I need your help, I need your support. The government of the country where I was born and the British government, they both are evil for what they have done to me and what they put me through. And not only this, what they are still doing to me till the moment, wasting my life even longer, time wasted of my life, keeping me, in this shit conditions, keeping me under surveillance all the time. And not only this, I don't know how to explain this, but there is something that can never be rectified or restored. I lost faith in this place and this government and this country, and I promise you, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm expecting and anticipating any moment for anything. Even people that I know and talk to on the street or have a word with and so on, turned out to be, oh, we're police, you're under arrest. The reason I'm saying so, I'm not being paranoid or exaggerating or being over the top, but I promise you, when you know what I've been through and what they try to put me through now in terms of psychological roller coaster of what they can get me for, and what mistakes that they can hold on me, and I promise you, it's unbelievable. And above all of this, I lost interest completely and utterly in the United Kingdom and anything relates to it, and of course the country where I was born and anything relates to it. And Castellón de la Plana for me is the hope, is the future, is the freedom, is my new life that I am waiting for impatiently to restart, to start my air and sea adventures, to start my life and so on. And again, I made it clear in one of the videos what is air and sea adventures, what I will be buying for the business and so on. And when I say so, I don't mean, or I'm not sending undeclared message to my abusers to compensate me with objects that I'm gonna use for my business. My business, I will take my compensations, I'm claiming my millions of pounds, and I will get and buy the tools and the equipments and everything needed for my business, which I will be running myself. And I'm more than capable of running my business and making it one of the best worldwide in no time, hopefully. So, in other words, guys, I need your help, I need your support, I need to expose these bastards, I need to get my compensations, and I need to leave the United Kingdom as soon as possible. And before you jump to conclusion, before you think anything, I promise you, don't judge, don't jump to conclusion. Know first what they did to me here, what I have been through, and what I'm still going through, and then be the judge. Anyway, guys, my name is Al Brown Spencer. My telephone number is 074659200503, and temporarily I am staying at room number 1, and that's 135 West Hill Road, and that's Bournemouth BH2 5EG. And my email address is a4alpha.b4bravo.spencer@hotmail.com. And by the way, if you cannot get hold of me or cannot get an answer, pardon me, via the email or the phone number, you know where I'm staying. If you can, by any means, pay me a visit or come and talk to me in person. And if you have anything, you need to ask me about, or if you can help and you need to make sure first that you will be fighting on the right side, please come and talk to me. I'll give you all the information I have and so on. And literally, I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. But when you talk to me, when you know what was done to me and all of this, you will understand that this is 100% genuine case. And I am pursuing justice in the court of law as well. So it's not just the publicity, it's pursuing justice in the court of law. And above all of this, I want to leave the United Kingdom as soon as I can. I don't want to live in this country, but I want to live properly and start a proper life, a proper start in Castellón de la Plana in Spain, where I can have all my compensations and my money under my control in my account, and where I have my privacy, freedom, uncompromised, so I can use this money to restart my life, start Air and Sea Adventures business, and basically flourish and basically start living life. And I promise you, I cannot wait until I am in Castellón de la Plana. Every day passes on me without my compensations and without being in Castellón de la Plana is a day wasted of my life. And these bastards are still wasting more time of my life, and day after day keeping me here as a prisoner in the United Kingdom, and again, not behind bars, but still prisoner under their surveillance and constant surveillance 24/7. Well, thank you very much, guys, for your time, and I hope I can hear from someone who can help and who can get this sorted out and help me to achieve my goals. That would be great, and as soon as possible. Well, thank you very much, guys, and have a great evening, and hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.